Alright, so first thing I want to do here is talk about, some Def Jam tech. Wanted to start off by going that this is really advanced wall tech and probably what I would consider Def Jam 5 for New York's biggest secret that has been around from myself here, Joey Bag of Donuts, and my brother, the Gatekeeper, as pros of the Def Jam 5 for New York scene. So we found this tech over a year ago, I'm not gonna lie. And the only reason we didn't come clean about this when we've literally come clean about every other piece of tech in the community to date was simply put, we kind of, we're like, we give it all, we give everything to everyone, and we are planning on doing so with this, but we kind of wanted to have a fun little game about it because of how obscure the tech was and see if anyone would actually figure it out with us giving them literally everything else possible in the game, period. And unfortunately, I can't really say that people were really figuring it out. There's, a super, super small handful of people that know about the tech at this point, including myself and the Gatekeeper. With that said, the tech here that you're going to be seeing is referred to as wall restun tech. It is very RNG based to a specific animation that you cannot control or manipulate at all. The way this works, as you're going to see in this example, is it can be done with any character against any character, mind you. But David Banner, in this instance, is going to first guarantee a stun on pockets by throwing pockets on the wall and haymakering them. Getting one stun, and as we all already know in the professional Def Jam scene and the tech behind it, that there is the rule referred to as the double down rule, which, once they get knocked on the ground the second time, unless there's, certain momentum factors based into it all, or, blazing an additional stun, usually that second down is going to, result in an instant wake up with no stun. But in this case, as you will see, after doing the initial haymaker stun, we get this specific wall animation after getting a couple punches to help guarantee it with extra damage. That this wall animation specifically will result in an additional follow up stun bypassing the double down just for this one instance here. Now, you have to pick them up literally the moment the animation ends. If you give them even a moment too long, just like a moment period, it will not work and they will instantly be able to get back up. It is very unusual, but it is something that we have known about for a long time. And additionally, as you will see, dependent upon the force of your attack that your character is using and the character himself as far as their damage output goes and the toughness of their opponent. As you will also see, this tech has some additional properties resulting into some other obscure manners, which, as we already saw, I did an initial stun with the haymaker on the wall. I then got the RNG luck to be able to get that additional stun off of the wall animation and instantly picking them up. Well, in this case, because Pockets has low toughness and Banner is very strong with his haymaker, by picking him up after getting that second stun in the combo and throwing him on the wall, I am able to haymaker him again, guaranteeing yet another stun. Now, I would be able to do yet another one if I had Blazin, which I don't. So as you can see, at this point, the combo is now ending. But if the strikes allowed me, if the game allowed me to get the strikes necessary on the wall, and again, a lot of this, combo can, be done by many people, and on top of that, it's just RNG to its entirety on everything about it. But it's good knowledge to know because if you happen to get the RNG to give it to you, as we know, for some reason, Def Jam is a game with RNG built into its competitive tech, so it's a fighting game with RNG. So go, just take with that as you will. Well, here you go. This is, just that special wall restun tech and everything about it and how it functions. It's not banned because it's not guaranteed. It is all simply RNG, as many things are in this game as it is. So as you will see right here, you're going to see another example of a character doing it to another character of the wall restun tech, but this is an improper example of how it's used. Now, Blazin is something that literally freeze frames the game and is instant activation. And as you will see here, Ludacris gets the wall re-stun tech on Banner, and it would have otherwise worked had he instantly picked him up, as I mentioned earlier, that you have to do. But in this case, tried to literally activate a Blazon before picking him up, which he could have done after he picked him up, just to get just to activate it early, whether it be impatient reasons or whatever. And as you can see, it gave Banner that literally millisecond of an opportunity to wake up and not be chain stunned from this tech. So as you saw in the previous clip with Luda using the improper use of restun tech on the wall, you notice that during the strikes, it resulted in David Banner, just like while he was on the wall getting kicked, he got just immediately wall planted again. Well, so another thing I wanted to talk about in this video is what is called wall strike tech, because this is all about advanced wall combo tech. Well, so there are a variety of animations and scenarios you can get by properly timing strikes with characters, depending upon the toughness of your opponent, damage, the momentum base of the game, the strikes that you have to use, the specific character you're playing. Like, it's very specific tech, but anyone can honestly do it for the most part. But additionally, so there are three kinds of animations, and as you're seeing in these clips, the one from earlier was just immediate wall stick or wall plant. There's another situation where they'll basically do a wall bounce off of it, as you'll see in this, initial clip after the restun and proper use. But the other kind of animation you'll get is almost like like a stagger, like they're falling over forward, but it's not like they're doing a really far back limbo because it's not an example of you'll see the animation here. Now, in the event that you get any of those, you're able to hit them more times in the wall, chunking out more damage, which the wall plant also does more, as I'm sure you've seen in pro matches. Or you'll even be able to do things like grab them and throw them back into the wall. Additionally, um, beyond being able to grab them after throwing them in the wall. Like sometimes, if you time it right, you can probably get like heavy grabs or whatever. But as you see in there's this case in this last clip here with Luda, with the after staggering him, well, he goes for a heavy grab and unfortunately he's too slow and everything. And David Banner is just standing normal. And if he would have pressed punch, he could have actually grab broke it. So there are proper and improper uses to it. But here's just examples of what the correct staggers look like. Alright, so in this last video, you'll see, or I should say clip, you will see there is a full successful run here of doing wall tech into, a wall stagger of some kind that extends the combo, in this case being a wall stick, into successful restun tech. And as you even see, it can be a full health bar combo as far as damage output, but it doesn't matter if you screw up a little bit either, as you see at the beginning here of this clip. It doesn't quite, immediately go the way, because again, RNG is the thing. You can't guarantee it. It's just capitalize on it if you get it, but there's no guarantees you are going to get it. Again, that's part of the reason why it's not banned. But going beyond all of that, something I wanted to note on this tech is simply this. The reason why the stagger tech isn't really talked about is because it is probably one of the biggest high risk, high reward techs in the game. If you get one of those correct stagger animations, you can capitalize on it, extend combo damage, and the thing is about this tech is it doesn't, unless it's like a super heavy momentum built just throughout the entire match, including this, and how everything goes, it doesn't defeat the double down roll. It's not just like it's gonna just repeatedly endless chain stuns or something like that, unlike the standing Redays TOD ban tech, where that does completely bypass the double down wake up rule. But the thing is in this game with this tech is, so yeah, if you do it right, you get just the extension to your combo. It's not just a guaranteed full health bar death kill combo. But if you do it wrong, the following things can happen. Not so bad, but still bad. Your opponent, comes off the wall just standing up and fine, and then he can either grab break you or parry your next strike, and really punish you heavy for it. Now, that sucks. That's a terrible way to do this tech wrong for something to happen. But it's not the worst outcome of doing this tech wrong. Even worse, and this is why I don't really advise people doing this unless they're absolutely ready and have really practiced it, especially for tournaments, is if you do this tech wrong, you will accidentally do the standing redays TOD tech, and if you do that in the middle of a tournament, that will result in a DQ. You will be disqualified for doing that, and we can't be having that happen a bunch in tournaments, which is one of the reasons why I don't really talk about this that much, or have. But people need to know about this tech. It's good combo stuff, but that's where I go into on this ball strike tech that people just need to understand. Be careful when doing it, and if you're not ready to do it, don't do it. If you don't know how to do it, don't do it. But hope all of this tech, all of these combo details here for advanced wall combo tech just helps you out on bettering your game, helping you really squeeze out those kills and doing more damage, because this is tech that'll really make a difference in matches for sure.